So hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to discuss a very simple question based on the concept of inheritance, and I assure you that this question will help you to improve the understanding of the concept of inheritance. So let's get started. What is on your screen? It is written that a superclass stock contains detail of the stock of retail store and a subclass purchase stores the detail of the item purchased with the new rate and updates the stocks. Some of the members of the class are given below. Here the stock is the parent class and purchase is the child class. Stocks contains all the detail of the items purchased, and items purchased is not stored in the stock. In the stock class it is stored that what are the items are present, quantity, rate and all that. And in the purchase class the purchased item, rate, all that is stored. It will be more clear to you when we see further. So let's move. Here it is written class name stock. It is the name of the class which is parent one, and data members and variables are given. Item is a string data type variable in which it is written over stem. So let's correct it out. Item is a string variable in which the name of the item is stored, and qty is an integer data type which stores the number of items present. Suppose you have pens in stock, so qty will store how many pens are there in your stock, and the rate will rate is a double type. I am assuming rate as the double type data. So that's because rate is sometimes in decimal and float data types. That's why I have taken rate as double. To store the unit price of the item, unit price means one pence cost will be stored in the rate, and amount, the total amount or the net value of the item will be stored in the amount variable. Member functions or methods that will be going to used in this class are stocks and void display. Stock is a parameterized constructor to assign all the values of the members. You can assume your own variables or declare your own variables for the parameters. That is up to you. And void display will display all the stock details. Okay. And here the next class, which is the child class, this is purchase and data member variables. Pqty means purchased quantity. Now you have gone to another shop and bought some new pens. That is that if you have 10 pens in your stock and you have bought 4 pens more, so pqty will store the purchased quantity of the pens. So here the purchased quantity is 4, and p rate is used over here to store the unit. What I've written, it is unit rate unit rate of the purchased item. Suppose you have bought pens with new rate. Suppose you have bought pens with rupees 6, and in previous case you have bought pens with rupees 5. That's there is a difference in the period. So purchased rate and the member functions and methods which are purchase is the parameterized constructor to assign the value of data member of both the classes. You have to assign value or the parameters of both the classes, the data members or variables used in the previous class and in this class. And void update is a method which is used to update the rate and the quantity and the amount. It is written over here. So let's move to the next, and it's white display to display the stock detail after the update. The white display is used over here to display the stock details, that is rate or amount or something else, to display after the update. So this program is basically to update the previous quantity, values, rates, amounts, everything of the previous class by with the purchase class. Okay, you have to update all the things after purchase. Suppose you have 10 quantities in your stock and you have bought 5 more, so you want to update this data. So here we are doing that type of thing only. So let's move to the program. Here a package inheritance and a public class main CLS. I have written a class so you can make new class or your different name you can use, and it's the public static void main which we will see later. After here, it is a class stock in which an item variable, quantity variable, rate variable, amount variables all are declared over here, and a stock and a stock which is a constructor is using parameters I, Q, double R. So we are using three variables for three parameters for assigning the value, because we have to calculate the amount. That's why we are not using the parameter to assign the amount. Okay. Item is equals to I, qty is equals to q, rate is equals to r, amount is equals to qty into r. Amount basically over here is the number of pens present and the cost of one pen, which will going to be calculated as the total amount. And after that is void display. We are displaying the name of the item, quantity present, and the rate. Okay, I think up till here it is clear to you all. So the purchase class is the child class which I have written over it. Class purchase extend stock, that means stock is the parent class and purchase is the child class, as we have discussed in the previous videos. Int pqty means purchased quantity. You have bought some new pens, so that will be stored in this variable. And double p rate means if you have bought pens with new rate, then that will be going to be stored in this p rate. Okay. Purchase string I, int q, double r, int pq and pr. So here I, q, r are the three parameters which we have used in the parent class. As you all know that the parameters used in the parent class must be declared over here in the child class, as we have done over here. And after that, the parameter which will be going to used in this class are pq and pr. Pq for the period and pr for the pq for the pqty and pr for the period. So you also know that we have to call the parents class variables by super iqi. Super iqi calls the constructor of the parent class and assign all the values accordingly. And pqty is equals to pq, that means we are storing the values which is passed on the pq in pqty and period pr. Okay. So after that, void update will first of all, in void update method we are first displaying the previous details. Before the update there are some details, the number of quantities, the number the name of the quantities will be constant, so there is nothing to do with that. Or the rate, we are displaying the previous rate, all that. And after that we are updating qty is equals to qty plus pqty, the number of pens purchased, and the qty means the number of pens that was present in the stock, and rate is equals to period. We are updating the pens with the new rate. As you see in the market that there is pen with new rate, then you will sell the pens with new rates only. So that's why the rate is equals to period, as I have done it over here, and amount is equals to qty into rate. So I have updated the amount variable with new rate and new quantity. And after that, void display system.out.println, and I have displayed all the quantities, rate and items, everything I have displayed in this method. So let's check out the main method over here. Here the main method in which purchase AA is equals to new purchase. Purchase AA, purchase is the child class, and AA is the object of the purchase class, and we are passing the value pen 10. Pen is the name of the item, 10 is the previous quantity, and 5 is the previous rate, 4 is the new purchased quantity, and 6 is the new rate. That's all we have passed over here, and we are calling update method and we are calling display method. So let's check out what is the output. So output over here is the previous detail, name of item is equals to pen, quantity present is equals to 10, and rate, as we have seen over here that we have passed the values. And updated details are name is constant, so quantity present is equals to 14, as we have bought new pens and we have added up, and rate is the 6, that's the market rate is 6, that's why we have updated over here. If you don't want to write all this and want to print the previous details as well as the updated details, then I have another option for you. I will simply remove this and remove these things from here, and I will write a new thing. Let's see what is that. What I have done is that I have simply removed all the things that I have written in the update method, and in the white display method I have simply written super.display. Let's check out how it is working. First of all, check the output. So output over here you are getting is pen, quantity present is 14 and rate is 6. But we have to do one more modification in this code to get the required result. We have to call once again the display method. So over here with an object of purchase class, I am calling again the display method before the update method. Let's check out what is the output. So output over here is name of the item is pen, quantity present is 10, rate 5, and after that the updated one, quantity present 14 and the rate is 6. So over here it is happening that you have updated. I have called first of all the display method. After calling the display method over here the compiler gets the message that super.display. It checks the method present in the parent class and display the messages and the things accordingly. Super.display checks the method inside its parent class, which is over here system.out.println, and it simply print the previous quantities and the previous values of the quantity, rate, and item. And after calling the update method, the update we have done in the method is all the variables present for the item, for the rate, for the quantity, all are get updated after calling the update method. And after that we have again called the display method, and after again calling the display method, super.display is called again, and after that it goes to the parent class and again prints the same thing. But over here after calling the update method, all the variables, items is constant, so it is remains same, pen is same, quantity and rate which we have updated over here is updated over here also, and the result we are getting over on the output, as the output is that one or the updated one. So again let's check out the result. What is the result? As I have seen you before, that this is the previous one, this is the updated one. You have I think you have understood the method also we have done over here. We have first of all called the display method, which checks the method display method in the parent class and print the quantities, rate, and items before updating. And after calling the update method, it's update all the values, and after that we have again called the display method. It checks again the parent class display method and prints the update value of the quantity, rate, and item. So I think you have understood this program. So bye.